Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming from Southland RV today to show you the 296 RDTS Reflection by Grand Design. For more information on this camper or any others, just reach out to me. Contact information down below. Phone number right here for you as well. First time watching, please do subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. But let's get on to this camper. Now I will have all the specs for you down below the video. So please do down there, check down below the video. Any questions, by all means, put them in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to try and answer them for you. So first thing you're going to notice on the Reflection is they're rather tall. But also is notice it's a one-piece molded fiberglass cap. And it is painted as well. Now the benefit to having the fiberglass cap is that now your seam is back here. You're not going to have it up in the front here where all the wind and everything's are hitting it when you're going down the road and so forth. See nice little LED light strips in the front cap as well. You have 30-pound LP bottles, has electric tongue jack, makes it easier getting on and off the truck. Do have room there. Probably, depending on the size batteries, at least 2, maybe 3, depending on the size of the batteries in that area. And then on the off-door side, as you can see, you have 2 slide outs. They keep that way there. You have more room under your awning. You're not having anything with that. Now, some things you're going to notice on this one. Notice, look, it has an actual leveling system. Also under here, this is your low point drains right here, hot and cold. And I'll go over some more stuff as we go back through there. So you might say, well, Paul, how are we going to go ahead and work that leveling system? Well, that's going to be right inside this area here. And there you go. Very, very simple. Now, the nice thing is that can be self-leveling, or have your tech or salesperson show you how to manually level it. Because I tell you, I'd much rather manually level. I can do it much quicker than the self-leveling stuff. You can have 2 different battery or 2 different disconnects in here. This is going to be for the solar, and then of course you have also your regular battery disconnect. Or no, that's backwards. I apologize. This would be for the solar, because I just shut it off. Okay, that's a solar disconnect, and this is your battery disconnect. The reason why I know that is now when I turn this one off, you see how the light went off on the other side. Light went off here. Turn it back on. So your battery disconnect, solar disconnect. Now, why would you want to have 2? This way here, when and if you are not using it, you could shut your battery disconnect off, leave the solar disconnect on, and let it continue to charge the batteries, but then you're not having any 12 volt being used in the event that you're not using it. So, of course, this is where you're going to be hooking up your water, your city water. You also have black tank rinse. This is where you turn on your front cap lights, water pump right there, outside shower, your cable or satellite dish. If you're going to be running your outside TV, you've got a separate connection there as well. Now, keep in mind that when you're bringing things up through here, that is a way for critters to get in your coach. Get yourself some brass wool and put it in there around your hose and cable connections. And if you have a power outlet, you have something running out for lights or whatever, put that so you have that out there. You're going to notice you have a gray tank dump right here. That is going to be, and I'll show you when we get inside, for in the event that you had a washing machine inside of the bedroom area. So I'll show you that to you. You also set up for the tire pressure monitoring system. This is your charge controller. It does have a light. It's a sensor light. So there you can leave it in the on the number 2 instead of number 1. Number 1 will be on all the time. O is off. And 2, it's censored so that when you open this up, it senses motion and it would come on. So that is on the off-door side. Of course, this will be where you have your cargo capacity and your weight rating and so forth. As you're coming back the side here, this is where the dumps are going to be going. So You see here you have 2 more poles here. Everything is going to dump right here, which is quite nice. It's in one area. So your sink, you can see you have a gray, this is from a gray pipe. You have another gray pipe over here. That's your kitchen sink. This is going to be for the bathroom, and also coming from the for the washing machine as well. Then of course the black tank's coming straight out through there. So nice thing, everything coming out one location. And the nice thing is, look at that. You have a nice little light here. It's not going to be in anybody's eyes and so forth, but you're able to go ahead and turn that on, so at least you're going to be able to see where these poles are and so forth. Now you want to go ahead and put your sewer hose away. They've got that thing already set up for you. Only thing is that your connections, like for this part, if you're putting anything special on that or going in the ground, you have to find another place for those. So this is what's under here. Notice it's a sealed and enclosed underbelly. Now on the back side, this is where you're going to be hooking up your electric. It is 50 amp because you're going to have 2 ACs on the inside. You do have a hitch receiver connection on the back. And then of course, your ladder to get on the roof. Now let's talk about some capacities. For the ladder, you do have a 300-pound ladder capacity. And then for your hitch receiver back here, this one here, as you can see, it is not for towing. It is for weight only, maximum 300 pounds. Now, kind of give you an idea what's on the roof here. You're going to have your 2 Furrion air conditioners. Notice the front one is a low profile. We get inside, you're going to see you're going to have in the bathroom, you have a vent fan, and then there's a power vent fan in the kitchen area. Wine guard, you have the wine guard antenna for your TV. And also there's this travel-fi, and I'll go over that when we get inside, that's on here. A couple other vents for your the tanks, the different tanks, and as well as your 370-watt solar panel. Now, this is a walkable roof. Best to get up here, check your sealants at least twice a year, although they do recommend every 90 days, but if at least you check them every, I'd say twice every 6 months, you should be in good shape. But also, if you wanted to get up on the roof and kind of just hang out, maybe you got to, maybe you're at a race, motocross race, NASCAR race or whatever, gives you the opportunity to really see what's all around you. Okay, so now let's go down the door side, your camping side of the RV here. Of course, the storage. Nice thing what they have here also is they have it so you can pull, if you want to put something out there, you can, because you have an outlet in here. So you can run an extension cord out there. Of course, there's for your sprayer for the outside shower. Nice, notice the thickness on the doors. That's an insulated door, and it's a slam latch. Makes it very easy for you to open because it's magnetically held in place. No longer are you going to have to use your head to hold that because your hands are full of things. With the awning, I love what they do with this is they're giving you the center awning support there. And the benefit there is as you're going down the road, your awning isn't bouncing, hence bowing over time. Of course, right below that, you can see below and to the front, your vent for over your cooktop. This is going to be your furnace. You have your Furrion continuous water heater. And then, of course, you also have 110 outlet. You have your connection for cable or satellite if you wish. And then also they're going to have under here your LP connection. So if you wanted to cook outside here using your a grill or so forth, you can. You can get to the hose, your sewer hose, either on this side or on the other side. Makes it very, very simple. Now, I know you're probably saying, but Paul, you know what? You've got the connection for the TV, but there's no mount on the wall. Well, that's very easily rectified by picking out the mount that you would like and then the location that you would like to put one on. Because keep in mind that anytime you put additional holes in the sidewall, that's something else you're going to have to make sure that you continually check and reseal as needed. But in the event you wanted to put it here, you can put it there. Or in the event you wanted to put it over here, you have that option. The factory didn't choose it for you. They do have the step above. Now, the nice thing with these steps is the fact that you're not getting as much shaking when it's going in. And there is a little light, and it is a blue light, as you can see there. So you're actually going to be able to see the steps at night, and you're not going to be collecting the bugs. Now, that's not the case for the LED light strip that's up in your awning. And by the way, so that is on, it's up against the wall there. So as you have the awning out, you have the white lights along there. Trust me, folks, when you're in an area where there's bugs, you're not going to be using that. Just giving you that heads up. I like what they've done with the door here. They have the screen already there. So if you have pets, the screen cover. So that way there, your pets aren't going to be going ahead and damaging that screen door. Nice big grab handle to get in. Something else I didn't go over was the fact that this does have ABS anti-lock braking system, as well as, and I showed you your tire link, tire pressure monitoring system. It is prepped for that. So that way there you have that. So to show you the gear and so forth under here, give you an idea of what that is. And then there is your spare tire. Now that, you might be saying, well, Paul, how the heck do I get to that? Well, right here, there's a hole. And what that hole is for you to get to that to drop the tire. You have another hole that's back there, and that is for your slide out mechanism, which then would be right under here. So it makes it very, very simple for that particular slide out to be brought in the event you had an issue. Now, before we go inside, one last thing. They do have a leash hitch here, and I know you probably look and say, well, Paul, I don't see it. That's because what they've done is they've put it underneath, and it's right here. At least you can leash up your doggy, four-legged family member, and then at least they can run free back in this area. So let's get on inside and take a look and see what your thoughts are of this camper. Look at the space. What are your first initial reaction of the layout so far? Nice U-shaped dinette. Notice how they have the table. So all you're doing is to move it up and down. All you're going to be doing is you unlock it here and here and then push it down. Now, if you want to go ahead and tighten it up, all you're doing is you tighten it up here to keep it from shaking. And the tighter you make this, then less movement you're going to have on the table when it is in the up position. I noticed it was not very tight when I moved it. But now it is much better and it's more stable. So now it does have a couple cushions that'll fill that spot right there to make that a nice long bed. So for those tall family members, they got a place where they can lay their head down. Notice all the windows have the MCD roller shades, and that is everywhere in the coach except for the window behind the cooktop. Good sized TV. I mean, storage is awesome. I mean, you're going to have storage left and right here, back in the back on that, and then, of course, above here. I mean, and those are rather deep. Nice thing is, I know they're kind of tall, so but at least you got the dinette there you can stand on. And then, of course, you have your seats here. Now, I'm not plugged into 110, hence the reason why those lights are not lighting up. This does have the center section, by the way, 3 recliners, but then you have the center section, which does pull down in case you want a little cup holder, hold some of your snacks and so forth. Check and see they do not have a little, that would have been a nice little cubby, in my opinion. But anyway, directly across from the TV. As you come in the door, this will be where your stereo is, Bluetooth. This is also your Compass Connect, which you can connect to your smartphone if you have one. And that way, everything that's on here, you will have on your phone. Now, I had mentioned the power vent fan in the kitchen. There it is right there in the event that you're cooking. The nice thing with that, you have a usable window. You can open that window. That air is going to come straight in, and go right out there. Highly recommend, although that does have a rain sensor, highly recommend that you get a Max Air cover made, or Fantastic cover, whatever, made for that. Do not get a regular standard cover. That way there, it'll allow you to be able to use it when it is raining. For your cooktop, 3-burner cooktop, of course, the lights, you can have it off. You can have just these on, or if you have both of them on, that way they're the light in the oven. Now, the secret to being able to actually use the oven is to go ahead and put right here, get one of those pizza stones, get a square one, and set it on here. That will give you even heat disbursement in there, and you will find that you'll be able to cook much better. And you'll find that when you're using the oven, it's going to work much more effectively and efficiently. Also, as you come in your door, there's a little switch right here. And what that is for is this little night light right there. And that, you have that on, that's motion censored. So whether you don't have to mess with it at all after the fact. Nice, good size residential refrigerator. And then, of course, you have your pantry. That's nice and deep. Doesn't look like a lot, but trust me, that's a lot of room. Also in your kitchen, you do have your counter extension, which just easily pops up. In order to release that, just release. You got to hold both at the same time, and that'll release down. That needs to be down when you're bringing that slide out in. Notice they have a little rubber grommet there, so when you open it up, it's not going to mess with that. Now, the reason why this is this way is because of all of the electric, your furnace, and plumbing, which is behind there. Now, right here under the stove, this will be your breakers, and then your fusers are on the other side. And then additionally, you have your little trash can, and then all the drawers. Let me just pull all this stuff out, and I'm going to go over a couple other things. So there's all the storage stuff for you. Nice little silverware drawer, trash can. And I talked a little bit about your Wi-Fi. I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit more. This one's actually coming with your TireLink LCD. So remember I said it was prepped for it. It also comes with it. Now the TravelFi, I'll have a link down below for this. Look it up. This way here, the only thing you need is a SIM card from your carrier, and you would have built-in Wi-Fi. Let's get back and show you where the bathroom is, where that is. Nice window here coming down the hallway. Good sized bathroom. Nice storage, plenty of room in front of the toilet. Notice you also have another sensor light down here. Notice how it came on, sense of motion. And glass shower doors. And this has the specially imported Italian tile around the shower. You know, I find that there's no need for this when it's coming down the bottom here, because it'll just hang there. And then that way there, you're able to go ahead and use it. You can pull it out here to rinse out your toilet and so forth. But make sure you check out this Italian tile. I mean, they talk to you, and it's actually made in the USA Italian tile, which is even better. No skylight above there, but they do have a light, and of course your nice little fan right there. High-rise faucet, outlet, and storage. Now, I think you're going to also like the fact that that is a pocket door, so it is not in the way when it is open. Same thing with coming into the bedroom. Now, in the bedroom, you have a slide out here for storage. Let me see if I can get this open here. So you can take these shelves out if you wish to hang things, or you can just go ahead and store things in there. This here is a magnet for when that door opens or closes, if you want to call it that. And then, of course, look at how deep the drawers are. So you've got 6 of those drawers there, and then you're going to have, these are a little bit bigger, but see how far they come out. Another nice little window. They did not put a light in that area. And then the bed, actual queen size bed. Now, could you put a king in here? Possibly, but then what's going to happen is, keep in mind with the slide out, it can't go any closer this way. So what's going to end up happening is it's going to come over here. So 10 inches further here, you're going to lose the nightstand as well as some other stuff in here. So there's some modifications that would have to be made. 110 outlets on either side of the bed, and then there in the middle, a little round thing, that is your USB. Of course, the second AC here in the bedroom. Now, I know you're probably saying, Paul, well, you know, where can I put a TV? Well, that's very simple. You're going to put that above the window right there, and you put that on a little pull-out arm, and then up above, nice little storage. You have additional storage under the bed. Remember I told you about the mattress or the pillow that would go inside for making the bed and the dinette. That's where you can store it if you wish. This thing goes up very high. Trust me, if you get a different mattress, that thing is not going to be that easy to put up. You've got your own AC controller in here, additional drawers. And then this is where you can, remember we talked about your washer dryer. This could be a combo washer dryer. It's already set up for it, or you can use it as a closet. And it does have a light in here. You set the light on sensor, then what will happen is once you open the door, then it'll sense motion and the light would come on and you'll be able to see in here. Just so you see where they have the TV backer there. And you know, I have kind of the same kind of wall in my camper. I have a 36-inch TV that we put on a bracket. We can swivel it and angle it. Quite easy to see the bed. So this is the bedroom. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 Reflection. It's the 296 RDTS. It's not triple slides. I guess it could be triple steps. Not sure where they came up with the TS for. But anyway, for more information on this camper or any others, reach out to me. Contact information down below. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back at you again soon. Take care.